in Seattle. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from Lumen Field. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll step up and run. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowling. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down.
you're going to take a sack. You just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got them backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep for Seattle, Torrey Horton. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's across midfield. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. 49ers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, Purdy. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
First down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
From all the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third and goal. It's Purdy. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. This looks like a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Jake Bobo. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
13 yards on the
First
play.
time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Darnold to the air once more. That is caught downfield by Kupp. And he'll take this one in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. The Niners use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Kittle is the man in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Purdy on first down. That's taken in by Jennings. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
San Francisco.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Darnold to throw on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second down at the 44-yard line.
Second and a yard. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Darnold. This one complete to Bobo. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Darnold to throw again. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, McCaffrey. He'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5. And a 49er first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Kittle is the man in motion. 3rd and short. Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, 49ers.
San Francisco.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A first down throw for Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down. Purdy using the pop pass. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack. that might take them out of field goal range.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Not much there, maybe a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Smith in Jigba there for the catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Throwing, Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
First down, 49ers.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's second and 2. On to the fourth quarter we go. It begins with a McCaffrey run. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A tight end in motion now. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Purdy now on second down. Open man is Jennings. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will get into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Up brings it in left side. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Seattle.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Forced out wide. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
That's another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, what a throw, slinging it across his body and complete.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our bet.
Good blocking, and he's in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. Oh, do you believe it? It is blocked. So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Throwing is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll send a tight end in motion. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Jennings. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
On the play. First down, San Francisco.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Purdy down to a knee. That should be the final snap of this game. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.